Hey guys, how are we doing? Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another video. So I'm going to just lay down my full thesis right now because I keep getting loads of different questions over on X and other apps, like as if I've not been clear enough with what I think. I really think I've been about as clear as I can be with exactly all of my thoughts. Last week, I gave this path for Bitcoin where I said, look, it could do one of these three things. That would continue down, maybe have a little bounce and continue down, or maybe come to the top of the range and continue down, if my thesis is right. I did say that I thought there would be a bounce because of the oversold, how we were close to being oversold on the 4-hour RSI, and when we've seen that level previously, we've taken a bounce. Pretty simple, straight and straightforward. I'm just going to add open interest to this chart, and it's probably taking my drawings off for some reason, but it's more clear on Velo, which we'll get to in a second. What I've also been saying, at the top of this range, is where you need to be most cautious, and all of a sudden everyone's a bull. But look at this is history and this is stats. This isn't me being anything else but just literally showing you straight stats. Okay, every time we've hit the top of this range since March, so like what's that, 4 or 5 months, 6 months maybe, every time we've hit the top of this range we've pulled back significantly. Every time the RSI has started to go towards the oversold area, we've then had a pullback, oversold area, pullback, oversold area, yes, we do continue, but it does lead to a pullback. Oversold area, yes, we do continue with the RSI putting bearish divergences, but it leads to pullback. Every time the open interest has got to this level, this is more of a key indicator, it's led to a pullback. And I'm going to get into open interest specifically here on Velo and show you open interest. This is the level that we took a significant 30% pullback last time, which is where the Japanese yen carry trade unraveled. This was here. We've actually surpassed that level of open interest right now. So there's more leverage than there was then, with even more positive funding, meaning most people are short. Most people are in long positions at this point. So if we have a catalyst to reverse, we can come down, and we've got the election just around the corner, and nobody knows exactly what's going to happen, whether the polls say Trump this or Kamala Harris this or whatever. There's going to be volatility around the election. There always is. I spoke to Tony Greer this week over on X. Go and check that out. He reckons, a very insightful person, he reckons the markets are going to crescendo into the weekend before elections, which is this weekend coming up, and then he's getting out of the markets because anything could happen. If there's some sort of issues or whatever, Bitcoin will take the biggest punch in the nose because it's essentially a leverage play on US markets, or it has acted like that in the past, and I agree. Continuing, we've got into this area on the liquidity pools where I was saying, look, we've got a lot of liquidity building above us. We could push into that area. We've now taken that, and yes, some people have jumped in short, so could we wick higher? Potentially. But then if we look on the daily time frame, I'm going to show you there is liquidity above us on the daily time frame. Let me just get that be clear there. But there's also this deep liquidity below us, and yes, we could start to eat into this liquidity now and start to squeeze higher, and then you're going to squeeze out all these long positions and maybe continue up to 87k. Fantastic if that's what we do, because as I said, I'm sitting 95% in spot. This is what I've been saying to you guys the whole time. Even when we get to these lows, I've been saying, look, spot's the best play. This is what I think is going to happen, but I'm 95% spot, so if we rip, I'm good. But if we don't, you've got to be apparent, like you've got to be zoned in on that. Look at how much liquidity there is below us compared to what's above. There's more dense liquidity below us. This is my point, guys, okay? It's not that I want it to come down. It's not that it's not really about what I think. It's about just statistics and what the charts are saying. That's it. And then people going on my comments like, oh, lol, how are you short? It's like all this sort of stuff. And that actually adds to my thesis that things probably aren't that good because people need to ego check themselves while we're at highs. We're not even broken out. We're at the top of a range and people are ego checking, celebrating, laughing, like all this sort of stuff, pointing fingers. I've seen it at Credible Crypto as well. Probably the best, one of the best TA, like technical analysts on crypto Twitter, who always posts his wins and losses, and people are like laughing at him for his thesis. It's statistics. It's just charts. It's just charts. Don't take it personally. Don't take it emotionally. If you don't care, you don't want to listen, don't listen. Fine. Just showing you what the charts are showing. And mixing in for myself a bit of like geopolitics and macroeconomics and up-and-coming catalysts, and I still firmly believe we're in this position. And I've even taken a short today on this because we're really high in terms of RSI, we're really high in terms of open interest. Like all these things have led to a pullback historically for Bitcoin. Okay. However, one thing I will say, and this is going to make some people excited, XRP looks slightly different. XRP, in my opinion, like if we take the chart to here, this is what Bitcoin looks like it is. This is where Bitcoin looks like it is here. And XRP's already completed the next phase of what Bitcoin's about to do and potentially front-running Bitcoin. This is what I personally believe. There's a chance that XRP is front-running. XRP's had a flush down in open interest. It's lost that high and it's accumulating towards the lows. So let's have a look on trading different as well. As you'll be able to see it more clearly here, look, open interest has flushed out quite heavily. We've come into the bottom of the range for XRP. We've tagged the bottom of the range again, and we're holding the lows currently as memes pick up on the XRP ledger, activity's picking up, wallets are picking up, TVL on the ledger's picking up. XRP memes are going to get DEX screener integration very soon, probably some exchanges coming in, more hype for the ledger, and XRP is looking like it's leading, in my opinion. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with this. I don't want to make this too long because I want it to be very fucking clear what I'm talking about. Bitcoin against XRP is in the oversold area of the RSI. The last time it spent this long in the oversold area of the RSI was literally the bottom. So can we make a higher low here? And as I've been talking about for months, I've just inverted the chart right now. I'm going to show you on the monthly time frame. Can we, let me show you actually weekly, where's a weekly? Let me show you on the weekly time frame. Can we form a lower high here? Can that show us, that create the bottom here for XRP versus Bitcoin, and then we reverse? This is obviously inverted, so this could dump, and then so XRP breaks out. That is basically my thought process right now. That is what I'm watching for. Could be wrong, whatever. I've shown you my thoughts. Do with them what you like. I'm not asking you to do anything specific. I personally, as I said, 95% spot, and I've opened a small short at range highs. If we break out, great, I make money on my spot. If we pull back, great, I make money on the pullback and have some extra cash maybe to add some more, because after the pullback, I think we fucking rock it. But be careful around election period. It's going to be a weird time. Anything could happen. Just keep your eyes on that, and that's basically it for me today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Share it if you enjoyed. I hope you understand. I go into more detail in my free weekly newsletter. Peace up, A-Town down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.